welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Amy and I'm currently in the middle of editing our day one at Disneyland Paris. However, if you've seen the last video, you'll know that this was turning into one mega vlog, and I decided to split it into two parts. So you are joining us halfway through day one, where we decided to go back to the hotel, and I start off the next clip by saying it's been a few short seconds for you. Well, actually, it's been a week for you guys. So this will be picking up from where we left the last video. So let's get into it. It's been a few short seconds for you guys, but for us, it's actually been a couple of hours since we last checked in with you. So we left Adventure World. We went for a little wander through Disney Village, just checked out some of the shops. Stupidly left my phone in my bag, went through all the shops and then realised that I hadn't shown you anything. So sorry about that. Then we just popped to McDonald's because by this point it was 4 o'clock. We were in the peak of the heat and we just needed a drink, and a big one and a cold one. So we popped to McDonald's, grabbed a large soft drink, and we did actually grab a McFlurry as well while we were there to cool ourselves down. And we found it very interesting how obviously all the different countries have different flavours. So here they had Smarties, and I think they had Twix like they do in the UK. But normally in the UK, Steve can't have a lot of the options because they're normally biscuity based, or Smarties, which again he can't have, Oreo obviously can't have. But here they had a dime McFlurry, and he can obviously have dime cake. And also I got the golden coconut, which was basically like almost like baked desiccated coconut. I don't really know how else to describe it, with a caramel sauce on it. And what's interesting is you can effectively pick which topping you want and then pick which sauce you want. So you could have had like chocolate or caramel. I think there were other options. So that was just interesting how they're different. Yeah, over here he could have had options. So once we had our drinks, we went and picked up our luggage from the train station and then waited for the shuttle back to our hotel. So tonight we are staying at the B&B hotel, which is on the free shuttle bus service. I will say the shuttles are hectic. The shuttle bus serves 5 hotels and it's drop off and pick up. So they are literally dropping off at one hotel, picking up from that hotel, yet you've still got people that are needing to get off at the later hotels. We both said what they'd be better off doing is going through the line dropping off and coming back through it to pick up. It would just make it better, less chaotic for everyone. And then, like I say, we've come back here and now that we've stopped, I realise just how tired I look. As much as we slept well last night, it just wasn't long enough. And obviously Disney takes it out of you. There's no tired like Disney tired. So we've just popped back here for a couple of hours. It is now, I don't know what time it is. I think it's about 6:30, maybe closer to 7. We're just freshening up and then we're going to go back to the hotel. But an interesting thing about this hotel is you don't get a room key. You basically get given this, which has got your room number on it and then an access code that you enter on your keypad to get into the room. So I'll try and show you that later from the outside. It's quite straightforward, you can work it out. And you also get free Wi-Fi here, and then you can just scan the QR code to get the timetable. They seem to run fairly consistently in the morning as you get into, obviously, everyone getting into the parks. And then I think it was from about 11 o'clock, they're once an hour. So we'd missed one by about 15 minutes. I had a bit of a wait. You've got all the taxi drivers around the station that are very much like, oh, we can give you cheap rate to a hotel. No, thank you. We'll just wait for the free shuttle. And Then from, I think it's about 6:30, they start to become regular every maybe 15-20 minutes, and they actually run all the way through, leaving Disney Village or the train station up until 20 to 1 in the morning. I think we've said that after the fireworks tonight, we're probably going to go to one of the hotels or into Disney Village and grab a drink, let the masses leave, and we know that we can get on a bus later in the evening. That's kind of our plan for this evening, getting back, so that hopefully it's slightly less chaotic. Like I say, we've kind of been in the room for an hour. We just kind of wanted to decompress a little bit. So I'll do a room tour. It's going to be very quick, very basic, because it is quite a standard room, but we're only here for one night. But there is obviously just our bags and stuff dumped in the room. So let me just show you the room. So this is as you come in the door. You've got the bathroom in the left. Like I say, Steve at the moment is just freshening up, so he's currently in the bathroom. And then it is very much straight into the bed, TV on the wall. And then around here, you've literally got a little mirror, a hairdryer already there, a little desk, and then you can see on the side just a little wardrobe area to hang a few bits up if you want to. For one night, we're not going to worry about it. You do have a full window that can open, and then you have got by each side of the bed just a plug socket, very small light, and then like I say, just the bed that we've kind of been chilling out on. So that is the room. Like I say, bathroom, it is in there, it is very basic, and then you have got a full mirror to get ready in as you need. So yeah, like I say, basic bathroom, literally sink, shower. But ultimately, for one night, it's all we need just to recharge for a day ahead in the parks tomorrow. We have just spotted many balloons floating away. Sun is out, we're back in Arundel. We grabbed some pictures because some earlier may or may not have had extra fingers in them. And we're just about to hop onto Frozen Ever After for Steve's first time in Paris. We've done it in Florida before, but it's the first one for him in Paris. One thing that a lot of people don't realise as you come on this ride is that it splits into two loading bays, so you can use either the left or the right. So just be wary, you can split. So we've just come off of Frozen Ever After for the first time.
Yep.
Thoughts?
It's good. I liked it.
First scene?
Lovely. Beautiful.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Really pretty. There was something a little bit off with Elsa. How did she look?
She had some sort of neck injury and was kind of like
Someone woke up a little bit funny. However, a warning to all, you may get wet. And who was sat on the edge of the boat?
not me.
Me. So we'll show you kind of how I've turned out. So this is my skirt, just to kind of show that it doesn't show up, but my arm down here is completely soaked in comparison. So I just got attacked on the left hand side of me. Just beware, you may get wet. So how would you say that the drop compares to Pirates?
I think it's bigger, maybe.
Steeper or longer?
Bit of both, I think.
I mean, it's very short in terms of like roller coaster drops.
Yeah.
But in terms of a water ride, it is quite a drop.
Yeah, I think so. You say first bit's quite steep. I think it'd been nice if it had like misted it so that it wasn't so obvious when you were coming around to it, and it's a bit more of a surprise.
Yeah, fair.
And the same with the going back one as well, because you kind of
You're very
see
aware
it, and you're very aware that you're about to do that.
You're very aware that the boat turns.
Yeah, whereas I think maybe if there's a little bit of mist or something just to hide it, maybe.
Fair point.
Been good.
I actually think as you do go into that scene with Marshmallow, that there was normally mist, but I don't think we had it today.
No, there wasn't any today.
Yeah.
It's very obvious that's where you're about to
There
turn.
normally is as you come in and you get that hit of cold air. You do normally go through the mist. So I wonder, because it was down earlier, if you had else's issue.
Yeah, maybe.
And the mist. But I think overall good.
Yeah, definitely.
Future Amy for a voiceover because my mic's cut out. We're just popping into Nordic Tavern for dinner.
Touch to start order. Let's go for English. We're dining in, right? We're gonna pay with a bank card. So I am gonna go for the normal meatballs. And then are you gonna just take a look, see what you want? Obviously you can see at a glance this has got gluten in, and I don't believe that either the vegan balls or the salmon do. And then obviously you can have it with mash, or you've got a quinoa option somewhere. So I think I've mentioned it a few times, but Steve's just looking at what he wants as a gluten-free option. So in terms of the dessert, I think the only one that you can have, because these come in cups and this has got shortbread in it, I think this is the only one that's gluten-free. Because it has got the shortbread. And then these, I don't think, because it comes in the cup, they can't put it, or they can't put it in a normal cup. Unfortunately, it's the Magnum. Yep. That's interesting. So when you get the Tutti Frutti ice cream, it gets served with your meal, whereas obviously here you've got the option to come back and get a fresh one when you've had your main. It's up to you. It just means that your ice cream's not going to melt. So then with the annual pass, I just need to, it's in the bag, it's on the side of the bag. Got my annual pass, and we should, oh, success. There you go, it's applied the discount, and then we can just continue to pay. Payment is all successful, and then we should just get a receipt. And with this, it tells you your order number, also which counter to go to. So they've got 6 counters in total. And so we'll just go and hover by the side of counter number 6. So we are stopping in Nordic Tavern for dinner. I've got the normal meatballs. Steve has got the vegan meatballs. Mm-hmm. They both looked very similar to the point that we had to actually ask which was which.
I'd rather have the meat ones.
I know you'd rather have the meat ones. If you want, like I say, I'm happy to try yours to compare them and just make you feel better that you've got normal ones. It's so nice. It's such a hearty, healthy.
Oh, that's not bad given it's vegan.
Yeah?
No?
Tastes alright?
Yeah.
Full of flavour?
Yeah. Do you want to try a bit?
No, okay.
That's alright, then you can tell me.
No, because you've got one less than me. Or have you got a little one hiding?
I don't know. Try a little bit.
Let me try and have a little bit. I'll use your fork.
Quite crumbly.
You can also tell they're meat free, but they're still full of flavour.
Yeah.
They're still nice.
Yeah. Do they taste similar to those, or are they like completely different?
I think they taste completely different just because of the build-up of them.
Yeah.
In the sense of, I actually think they've got more flavour, whether it's the sauce or the actual meatball, because it's obviously packed with pea and there's a herb in there.
Something, I
don't know, but there's a herb in there. These are really nice, but they're definitely more your IKEA-style Swedish meatball. But they're still definitely full of flavour, healthy with the veg. Like I say, a fresh, hearty meal. We've got 2 empty bowls, so consensus all round, very good.
The vegan ones, I'm really impressed.
Would you have it again?
I think I would.
Was it as nice a substitute as you could have?
Yeah, I think so.
Because like we said, when you go to IKEA, you can't have a meatball alternative because they pack them with gluten, whereas here you feel like you're having that
Yeah,
and you're
absolutely.
not forced to just have salmon.
Yeah, and actually they had sort of meaty texture and tasted really nice.
Yeah. I think really good flavour all round for everything. Like I say, 2 empty bowls, couldn't go wrong.
Yeah,
And we
absolutely.
still got dessert.
Yeah,
Would you have it again?
yeah, definitely.
Value for money?
Yeah, I think certainly with the annual pass it was good. Yeah.
And I think with the fact that you get your drink and your dessert included.
Yeah, definitely. I think if it was just that on its own, it'd be a bit pricey. But actually,
Absolutely.
if you're getting a full meal with a drink for it, then it's pretty good.
Absolutely. I thought, I think I'm going to tuck in
So much for my melt.
to my little snowflake. So it looks like a snowflake, but inside it's all moussey, and you've got like a strawberry mousse in the middle with a shortbread base. Cheers! But I won't cheers you.
I just get a Magnum. That's all I could have. The vegan Magnum like that. But, give it a go.
We had a vegan meal all round.
Ah.
So unlike you. I love the white chocolate berry combo. I mean, it's a solid. Can't go wrong with a berry and white chocolate. It's very strong in the white chocolate. It's very me.
Actually, I couldn't tell that's vegan. Just tastes like normal ice cream.
You can see it's proper packed with flavour. Very good. And I don't know about yours, but it's just a nice light finish to the meal, just to quench your sweet tooth.
Yeah.
A nice round off. And a lot nicer than when I had the Tutti Frutti. I was not a fan of that one. So it's a really nice alternative. Good. So one thing that we were just saying, and we have checked what came out my bank account, and it was £34. That was obviously after the annual pass discount, but that was only 10%. So £34 for the two of us. So you're talking £17 each for a meal in a theme park, which is notoriously known for being that little bit more expensive because it's theme park food. And I mean, we've got to pay the bounce tax at some point, but it doesn't actually seem all that expensive for what we've got, considering it was a full main that was healthy with some veg in it, a drink and a dessert. And we were saying that if you go somewhere like McDonald's and you end up getting 2 main meals and then maybe a McFlurry as well, you're again talking that very similar £30, 35 sort of pound price range. So in comparison, for theme park food that is healthy, we actually think it's really good value.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know about you. Obviously, I know you're not mic'd up, so you can't necessarily say. So we'll take a yes, no answer. Would you rate this higher than Cowboy Cookout?
I don't know. I think they're both quite different.
Oh, they are 100% very different types of food.
I don't know. I still really like Cowboy Cookout.
Because you've got it. So I know you really like Cowboy Cookout because the meat choices, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And they are very different vibes.
Yeah.
But for me, this is my favourite restaurant in the park now. But then I think that's also because I don't like my meat on a bone, and I always feel like I'm fighting for my food at Cowboy Cookout.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think equally if I was really hungry, I think Cowboy Cookout
Would fill you up.
fill me up more.
Okay.
I think if I was really hungry here, I might still be hungry.
A little bit peckish, but you weren't all that hungry when we came in.
Not horrifically, no.
But you just needed a top up.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're in the other park, Cowboy Cookout is your go-to.
Probably, yeah.
If you were in this park looking for food, would this be your go-to?
Probably, yeah.
Obviously, I know you're limited in terms of food, so it does make that difficult. But when you're looking at food options in this park, you have, in terms of a quick service, you've got Hollywood Gardens burgers, or you've got Stark Factory pasta pizza. So again,
Kitchen was alright then. Kitchen was good.
but that's buffet.
Buffet, yeah.
So if you're looking for that quicker service,
True.
not grab and go, but just not the full experience, or you're looking for something that's cheaper,
Yeah.
that you want something more than a snack, Your options are literally Hollywood Gardens, burgers, Stark Factory, pasta pizza, or here, meatball salmon, something healthier.
Yeah.
So it would be my go-to in this park.
Yeah.
Ultimately be my go-to in either park. So something that I learned on my trip at the start of June was about where Olaf comes out and does his interaction during the day. 2 important things to note. Cast members in the land don't know when it is going to happen, so it'll just happen, and it will never happen after 6 p.m. So obviously if you're here in the evenings, don't look out for him, he won't be here. And in terms of where it is, we have come out of the side entrance of Nordic Tavern. So you've got the cartography, and then next to that you've got these, wherever my hand is, you've got these gates, and he will basically come out here. So that's where you're looking for. So basically at the moment it's pram parking, so if they ever move the prams, Olaf may be on his way, so just keep an eye out. I just love the music, the vibe. The fountain's doing its thing, but it doesn't show up at night. Can you hear the fountain is playing music? So as well as the running water, it does it, I think it's every 10-15 minutes in the evening, it will chime, and as it gets darker, it all lights up, and it chimes in sync with the music in the land. But the music is just so beautiful. So just for conversation as we're leaving, we're talking about the nighttime show, best places to stand and things like that, because they've started to move the barge in. So I was just saying, obviously I've seen it a few times before. I will only see it if there's drones, because I think it's far superior, but obviously we're only in this park, we're only here for one night, so we're going to stay and see it tonight regardless, because it's a new show for Steve. But in terms of where to stand, like we mentioned earlier, you basically want to be anywhere that is front facing onto the barges. One side of it is for those that have paid, and there's a side of it that the side that's got the construction site behind it is for those with a priority pass. And I was saying, I don't feel that being in that area is as important as Tales of Magic, just because of the style of the show, because it is a 360 degree, you can stand anywhere. So I'll show you what it's like where the priority would be, and then kind of where else we can stand to get effectively the same view. So you can see that the barge is straight in the middle there, and as you can see at the moment we're stood pretty straight on. This area that's all down here on this staggered pathway is the priority viewing area. However, we are up on the main walkway, and so we're effectively stood behind that area. With that being the priority area, we're stood on the upper terrace. We can still get a straight on view, and ultimately, because of where the water projections will be, they'll be about here, and you're actually going to have all of the drones up in the sky. That it's not a case of being closer is going to give you that better view. You just need to be able to see where the screens are, which is that centre barge. And then, so this is the barge. So as long as you can see that kind of square area, it doesn't even need to be straight on, it can be slightly to the side. So as long as you're seeing that and you can see up at the sky, you're going to have a good view. But look at the size of the barge that they have to bring in. And so what they do is they shut the bridge between Arundel and towards Regal View from the left hand side. They shut that 3 hours before, just so that they can bring all of this setup in. We're heading into Avengers Campus for the first time this trip. What ride are we actually thinking? We just walked this way. So we've walked into the land with no plan. It looks like, looking ahead, and sounds like there is something going on. Oh yeah, you've got Deadpool up on the ceiling. So let me spin you around and show you what we're seeing. I feel this is some sort of Deadpool dance party.
I will teach you 3 steps. 3, not 27. 3 steps. It's very easy for all of you, okay? The first step, the first one, le power pelvis. Évidemment, en position, et c'est pas ça qui fait le travail. Tous ensemble. Et voilà. Allez-y, faites-le. Allez. Tout le monde lâche sur la tâche. Là.
That is pretty cool just to stumble across. Don't you think? You don't want to join in?
No, I'm good, thanks.
So we just came off of Flight Force and Captain Marvel, as always, did not need Tony's help blowing stuff up. It's my favourite line of the whole ride. And if you can't tell, we are in the queue for web slingers.
Je n'appelle pas Monsieur Stark. Je n'appelle pas Monsieur Stark. J'aurais pas dû crier. Est-ce que tu pourrais appeler une autre personne? Oh, c'est bizarre. Je vais appeler Spider-Man à la rescousse parce que je crois qu'il est dans les parages. Ok, au revoir. Spider-Man?
My arms are done. I was red and Steve was blue. So we finished in Avengers Campus and we thought that we're going to head back down Adventure Way because we've still got Rapunzel's ride to do and it is 10 o'clock. So we've got 40 minutes until Cascade of Lights. So once we've done Rapunzel, we're going to potentially head to World of Frozen again, do Frozen Ever After, and then we'll be that side for the nighttime show. That's very much up in the air at this time, but that's kind of a loose plan that we've got. But as it's the sun's starting to go down, you'll be able to see behind me that all the lights in the trees and on the lampposts and everything is starting to light up, which is beautiful at night. So I think the thing that I find really beautiful is obviously at night, how little lanterns flickering. And because the boat isn't static, it's slowly floating around the water. And it just looks so beautiful with her ride just next door, as you can see, all starting to light up. That's where we're heading. So it's the cute little details, like her cookies that she's been making and everything that she's been painting. And then you just get to the stunning glow of the lanterns. So we're waiting to see what these guys get as their song. So they get the good song, which means that we just get the dancing. This is my favourite song to get. So you've got the sun on the floor, and then the gates to get in have got a little Pascal on, and we'll see if we can capture it as we walk past. You just get a little Pascal, and we are going to find our way to Atlantis.
Restez assis en gardant vos mains, bras, pieds, jambes et chevelures à l'intérieur.
Once on board,
And the spinner has got the sun on it.
please remain seated and keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. Oh, and be sure to keep an eye on children.
It's just so beautiful. Someone's putting it all in. So we did Frozen Ever After. We've now grabbed our spot for the nighttime show, and I'll kind of show you what our view is. We came out of Frozen Ever After with 10 minutes to go, and this is the view that we have got. But I'll also show you what we've got behind us because it's so pretty at night. So you've got Arendelle Castle all lit up, glowing blue, just beautiful. And then you can see the clock tower just in front of the North Mountain. And then this is our view. So we've basically got Regal View slightly off to the left. And if I can zoom in, this in the centre of the screen is going to be the projector for the nighttime show. And so obviously everything is basically going to be forward facing for the show. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to a bar after, bar TBC, and I think we'll do a full debrief in the bar and get Steve's thoughts on the show.
Now it is time. Let inspiration touch your heart.
We've settled on the sports bar for a drink, somewhere new for Steve to come into. I've had breakfast here before, so we're just having a look through the menu and we'll get some drinks ordered. But the vibe in here is really cool, obviously. It's all decked out, kind of sports themed. Yeah, it's really cool in here, and then obviously there is mass seating outside. So I decided to go for an alcohol-free cocktail, and I've gone for the Rugby's Mastermind. So it's pear, green apple, blue curacao, coconut puree, and then topped with some grated coconut. And this is what it looks like. And obviously you've got the coconut on the top, so obviously getting its colour from the curacao. And then Steve has just got I say a pint, but it's not quite a pint of Magners. So let's give this a go. Oh, it's mintier than I'd have liked. It does say it has mint in it, but it's quite far down the list, but it's definitely minty. It's also thicker than I thought it would be. It's nice, but I probably wouldn't get it again. It's still pleasant.
So we've made it back to the hotel. At this point, as you can tell, we are very tired and very much ready to hit the sack. I think our eyes just show it. But we realised that while we were grabbing a drink in the sports bar, we didn't actually kind of give you our thoughts, or I guess Steve's thoughts on Cascade of Lights. So, overall thought?
I really liked it. I thought it was really good.
Okay. How do you compare it to the other drone shows in the parks?
I think this is my favourite of them. It just felt like it was a lot more immersive than some of the others. Like some of the earlier drone shows, it just almost been like...
Here is a picture.
Here is a picture. The drones were kind of like a little, oh, there's a little bit extra on the show. Whereas I think the drones in this were the centrepiece of the show.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
do you think that the drones are immersive because you're so close to them, or because of the 360 and the storytelling of the drones?
I think it was
a combination.
Combination, I think, because obviously you're really close to them because you're not 300 rows of people back.
Yeah, 100%.
But then also it's decent 3D shapes, and again, they're not just pictures there for the sake of it.
That was something I really noticed, I think, this time round, with it being my second time seeing it, is that because it doesn't matter where you stand, and actually when you watch the drones, they do at least 180, so that you will get a glimpse of it. But most of the time they were doing the full 360, so you would always see it kind of face on. But like the Zero Hero bit from Hercules, you would always get a bit of it
Yeah.
because it was constantly spinning and moving. What do you think of the position we were in, where we stood?
It was decent, given that we only kind of came out of the ride 10 minutes before the fireworks started. Kind of found almost the first place that we could find. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Pretty good. Anything, do you think we needed to be closer?
I don't think so. The only thing that kind of was kind of affected by it was some of the projections. And
Because kids on shoulders.
and stuff, yeah.
I think you're always going to get that.
To me, I think the drones and the fireworks were the main bit of it anyway.
And they're up in the sky, so yeah.
Exactly.
Would you see it without the drones?
No.
No. Likewise. Is that influenced by what you've seen or influenced by what I've said, having seen it without the drones?
I think what I've seen.
Okay. Because you think that's such a part of the show?
Yeah, I think it'd be like going to the other one without the fireworks. Like, it would just be some pictures on the projections on the castle and that'd be it.
It's like the people that have just had in the heat wave.
Yeah, exactly like that.
You're just like that. And you've not even seen the other one to compare. But yeah, no, I get your point. Like, that's the main thing of the show, effectively.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you feel by standing back we missed out on the water drones that are on the lake, or were you still able to catch a glimpse of them?
I could see some of them.
Do you feel they add anything other than a couple of pretty coloured lights?
They were nice, but like, take them or leave them, to be honest.
But overall, enjoyed it, would watch it again.
Yeah, definitely.
If you were here for more than one night, you'd go for one night of each?
Yeah.
And if you're here for, say, 3 nights, are you doubling up on that one?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, interesting. So on that note, like we say, we're tired. We're gonna hit the sack, get ourselves slightly refreshed for day 2. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like, a hype, whatever you do. And then come back next week to see day 2. And if you're enjoying this series, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel. So we will see you real soon. Bye.